Hey, my name is n8n, and in this video, we are going to self-host n8n on our own cloud server. Let's get started. In this video, I'm going to use Hedgener. You can feel free to use any cloud provider you want. The reason why I choose Hedgener is because they are cheapest. So we are going to buy a server for just $4 a month. I don't think there's any cloud platform that offers this cheapest price. You can use AWS, you can use DigitalOcean, anything you want. I'm just going to stick with Hedgener. So go ahead, create an account, and you will connect your credit card just to confirm you're not a bot, and then create a project. I'm just gonna click new project, give it a name, say n8n, and click add a project, and just go to the project. Okay, here you can create a bunch of resources like object storage, etc. Don't worry about that. I will just create resources and select servers. So this basically what it does is just rent in a server. Okay, it's like a computer, but their computer is available on, I don't know, Finland, Singapore, etc. So you just run it per hour use, which means you're gonna get billed per the hour. Okay, so here create a server. After that, select cost optimize. Okay, scroll down, and here we'll see a bunch of server, and for each one it has its own configuration. Like we have 4 GB of RAM and SSD 40 GB, and the price is 0.005 per hour, which is the cheapest one you can find for just $2.99 a month, which is $3 a month. Sound very cheap to me. And the location, you can choose any location, leave it as default, and here make sure it is Ubuntu, and go to the apps and make sure you select Docker, because n8n uses Docker, so we just want it to be installed already. Otherwise, you will have to install it manually. So just select Docker, right? And here on the networking, you will keep this one, public IPv4. This allows you to access your the app that you have hosted to access it online. That's what you want. And this is public IPv6. Just leave everything as it is. Here, the SSH key, if you are technical, you know how to log into server using the SSH key. I recommend it. If you don't, just leave it without it. We're just going to use the password. And you're gonna leave everything as it is, right? And here you will see the total is $3.49 a month. Okay, so $3 for the server, and the IPv4 is just half a dollar. Give it a name. Let's give it n8n instance, right? And just click create and buy now. So this will create our server. Okay, and once it has been created, we'll give back. Now, once the server has been created, you should see the dot green here said running. Just click on the instance. You should see the IP address, the CPU, the RAM, and of course you can increase those numbers, but this is just fine for us. And if I go to the email, you should see some information about the server that you can use to access it. So we have user and the password. Now let's go ahead and access our server. Search for terminal or command prompt. Okay, and we'll type the following command. If you are in Windows, just type the following command. If not, you don't need to do it. So WSL. This gives us access to Linux, which is Windows subsystem Linux. So if you have installed it, you will be prompted to install. If it's already installed, like I have, you will just be in the Linux environment. Now type the following command: SSH, then the username, which you will find here, which is routes. Okay, just paste it. Then at the IP address of the server, just copy this, paste it, and hit enter. Next, they will ask you, sure you want to continue connections. Click yes. Sorry, yes. Type yes. Now you will need the password. Go to the email and here the password. Paste it. You won't be able to see, of course. Hit enter. Now you will need to change it. Just make sure you enter the same password again. Just paste it, and then a new password. Just type the new password again, enter, and now you should be in the n8n instance. Now, in order for us to access n8n on our domain, we need to connect it to it. So just go to your domain provider. In our case, my case, it's Hostinger. If you are in GoDaddy or whatever, just go to DNS name server. Make sure you select your own domain. And here you will add new records, DNS records. Type, make sure it's A. And here name, it will be n8n. Then point to, which means n8n dot your domain, where it will be pointed. Go to the n8n instance and copy the IP address and then paste it here and click add record. Just click confirm. Now once the DNS record creates successfully, move to the next step. Next, we are going to install on the server. So just go to this URL. I'll leave the link in the description below. So this URL has a guide on how to install n8n, so you can just copy and paste the commands. Okay, so we are in our server, so I'm just gonna copy and paste. So on the install Docker Composer, copy this and paste it. You can either paste it with Control V or right click and then hit enter. Now it will be installed Docker. Now during the installation, you might hit with this window. Don't worry about it, just hit enter and it will resume the installation. Once it is installed, just scroll down, copy this one again, paste it as well. Right, next, the next command, copy, paste, and next, the next command, this will create a volume, which is KD data. This is for hosting, for like to connect with your app with the public domain. Next, Docker n8n data. Set up a DNS, we already have done it. Okay, we are going to open the port 80 and 443, which means the HTTP and HTTPS. That means we can access it online. Just copy and paste this one here. Okay, now type this. Now once you click enter, you will see this window. Here we are going to configure our domain and some other configuration. Now you can go up and down with just the arrow in your keyboard. You can go to the right and left as well. Just go to this directly path and remove it. All right, so just remove everything like here, sorry, backslash, and then just add this symbol. I forgot the name. Okay, this symbol and the n8n docker kitty as it is. Now in the domain name, you will add your own domain. Okay, with, of course, if you have a .com, just leave it. If you don't, remove it from scratch and add your domain. This is your main domain. Now the subdomain that we have configured before is n8n. You can also add any subdomain you want. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as n8n. And the SSL email, you will add your own email. This is for certificate, like to so that your n8n can be accessed on HTTPS. Okay, so it can be secure. Just add your email. All right, now we need to save this. To save it, just Control X, and here you will see whether you want to save the modified buffer. Click, type Y, which means yes, and then hit enter. If we go back again to it, if you want to keep going through the command, just keep clicking on the up keyword. See, now we are going all the command that we have typed before. If you want to return, just the down key. Okay, so let's type this one as well, just to see if you will see the changes applied. To exit, Control X. Now you are exit. Next, I will copy this one again, and here you should see this is Docker. If you're familiar with Docker, you will know what's going on here. Basically, you're just pulling up the image from the n8n's Docker, which is available online, and then add it to the server. Just Control X to exit. Here you don't need to do anything, just to show you. And now we are going to configure Katie and hit enter. And here you will see I have n8n. If you have a different subdomain, remove it and replace it with your own subdomain. but in our case I already have n8n, so I'm just gonna remove this and add your own domain, which is solera.com. That's it. Control X, Y, hit enter, and that's it. All we have to do is this command and our app will be alive. So docker compose app-d, hit enter. So this will pull the image and do all the configuration that we have. So all this information that we have done here, basically it's like a blueprint, and this command will just execute that blueprint. Once you see created started in green here, that means everything is set. If we go to domain n8n sora.com and hit enter, and we should see our n8n. It may take some time, okay? If it doesn't work, just keep refreshing. If you see any error like error slash get error or something, just keep refreshing. It will be work. Now you can just set up your own account. Next, after you set up the account, just click customize n8n, just fill up this form, and here get paid feature for free. Just make sure you enter your email and send me free license key, so this will allows you to activate it and access it. So go ahead to the setting, and if you go to your email, you should have license key. Just copy it and click enter activation key and paste it here. Click activate. This will activate your n8n and you will have access to the premium feature. Alright, so let's just create a workflow and see if everything works fine. Click add first step, trigger manually. If I execute this and you should see green, that means it is the n8n is up and running. Next, if you want to stop it, so you don't want to access it anymore, to turn it off until further notice, just copy this sudo docker compose stop and paste it, hit enter. This will stop the docker. So if I go to the same domain n8n, you should see that the app is no longer working, okay, and it's not accessible. To turn it on again, just docker compose app-d -d, copy paste it again. This will start it again, and if we refresh, just keep refreshing. You might get this error, no worries, just keep refreshing. Now we are in n8n. To pull the latest changes, because as you know, the n8n keep changing, just make sure you are in this n8n docker KD. So let's say you close this, okay, just go to your terminal again. If you are in Windows, you need to type WSL. If you don't need it. Next, you will SSH, just click on the up arrow keyboard here. You will see that this is the latest things that you have typed, and hit enter. You don't just SSH the username that you have and then the IP address, then the password that you have set up before, enter. Now you are in the server. So to run it, just click cd and n8n and then click on tab. It will automatically tells you exactly. If you don't know, just click ls, just write down ls. This will list what like the directories that you have. Just copy it and then type cd, this one, and hit enter. Now you'll be here. Then type docker compose, okay, app-d. This will just run this, and you'll see it is running, which means it is already. So to pull up the latest version, if it exists, just docker compose pull and hit enter, and now it will pull the latest change. This is great to keep your n8n up to date if there is any vulnerability or anything. This is great. All right, then you will stop and remove the old version. Just copy paste this, and once it is removed, you start it from scratch. Just start this compose app-d. Now we have the new version. Next, I'm going to show you how to connect n8n to your own IP address. So this is a great approach if you don't have a domain and you just want to use it. So first things, I'm just gonna remove this. Just type this one, enter. Right, then I will just configure the docker. So just type nano docker compose yml, and here we will change the n8n host. So this one will be changed, and we will paste, remove all this subdomain and domain, and then we will paste in our own IP address, okay? And then on this webhook URL as well, you're gonna remove all this and paste it with replace it with your own IP address. Just paste here. Next, just go anywhere here and type enter, just for new space, and you will add new items, space until you align with these variables, minus, and then paste this in it insecure cookie equal to false, okay, and then control X, control X, then Y, control X, Y, and hit enter. Then it will go to the next file Katie, just type Katie, then C uppercase, tab, and hit enter. And we will replace this one as well with our own IP address. Just remove all this, and then, sorry, let me paste my IP address. Okay, then Control X, Y, and hit enter. Next, I will remove the volume. Remember that we have created a volume called n8n data, if you remember it. So I just want to remove it so we can start clean. Okay, let me just show you. Here we created this volume, if you remember, n8n data, which stores login information on all your workflows. You just want to start from scratch, new database, etc. So what you want to do is copy this, paste it, but instead of create, it will write remove. So this one will just remove it, and then we will create it again from scratch, just to start from scratch. Let's say create. Now it is created, the volume has been created. We just need to run our app or the n8n. Just compose app, hit enter. All right, now if I copy my IP address and then 2 dots and then a port 5678, because this is the port that it is running locally. Just like when you are running an application locally, you will need a port. Just type the port, and then one thing, just make sure there is no HTTPS. Hit enter, and it's starting. Please wait, just give it a second, just refresh, and now you will start from scratch, and you will just need to set up your own arc. Click next, just set up the same survey, just fill up this and get started. And of course, send me a free license. I'm just gonna give it. Let's just create a workflow and see if it is working fine. So let me add trigger manually, execute step. All right, it's executed. And if we add a webhook, for example, all right, we should see that this is the URL. Let me just listen and see if it works. It won't work, so just add your port here, which is 5678. Enter. Again, just make sure you move this S here, hit enter, and the workflow is started. It is working. However, I don't recommend it because first, it's not secure. Second of all, if you want to add this webhook to external tools, if you know what a webhook means, I will leave a course that I've created. But anyway, webhook basically just a URL that will be triggered whenever something happen if you add it. So for example, you add this webhook to Facebook, specific event, Facebook will not accept it. The reason why is because it's not an HTTPS, okay? And this is an IP address, of course, it won't be accepted. So what they want instead is a domain. So I recommend to set up your own domain. Right, so now we have successfully self-hosted n8n on your own domain or just a public IP address. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you do find it helpful, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe button. If you have any question, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them, and see you in next video.